All right, welcome. Today I want to talk about a topic that is very interesting to me and I think it'd be great to talk about. And I pose a question here: is real estate success a matter of talent or hard work? Now, a while ago I was introduced to this concept of the 10,000 hour rule. Maybe you've heard of that. It's actually in a book, Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. He talks about this. And basically what he does in the book is he kind of defunks the idea that people at an elite level, whether it's athletics or business or whatever, music, they achieve that elite status of success, what a lot of people think is due to natural talent or some kind of genetics, right? Something they're born with. And what he does is he does these studies and he looks at these studies and he says, no, in most cases it's basically a matter of hard work, because most successful people at an elite level have put in an estimated 10,000 hours into their craft. And he poses the argument that if you put in 10,000 hours into any endeavor, you can reach elite status in that endeavor. Now, that's pretty exciting news if you're lacking in any natural talent, right? Which for me is how I feel sometimes with a lot of things. So does genetics or talent play a role? The reality is, yeah, of course it does. I mean, let's think about it. You know, you cannot be a pro NBA basketball player if you're not tall. You're not going to be a center in the NBA if you're not 7 feet tall, right? Genetics plays a role. In fact, I don't think there's anybody in the NBA, short people included in the NBA, because there are some short players, that can't at least dunk the ball so they can jump, right? So there's certain things that genetics definitely plays a role. On the other hand, if you take baseball, there's nothing genetic about your ability to see the ball leave the pitcher's hand and your correlation with swinging the bat and hitting that ball. There's nothing genetic there that can allow you or give you an advantage to do that, right? That's a craft that's learned through repetition. So the question really here is talent or hard work? I personally believe that God gives all of us innate abilities, talents, things that are gifts that He's given us. It's your job, it's my job to then develop those talents the best we can. He also gives us weaknesses so that we can do the same. We can work hard to overcome them. And I love what Zig Ziglar said. He said, having a positive mental attitude, it won't allow you to do anything. You know, a lot of times we hear the saying, if you have a positive attitude, you can do anything. Well, you know, Shaquille O'Neal is never going to be a ballerina, no matter how positive he thinks, right? It's just not going to happen. But what he does say, and this is the point I want to make here, is he says, having a positive attitude will allow you to do everything better than if you didn't have a positive attitude, right? And that's the point I want to make here. Really what it comes down to is it doesn't matter what your genetic makeup is. It doesn't matter what disadvantages you've had in life. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Trust me, whatever excuses you have for not reaching whatever goal that you have or whatever success you would like to reach, whatever that excuse is, there's somebody that's at a greater disadvantage than you that is achieving that same success. Okay, so it doesn't matter what that disadvantage is or that excuse is. My point here I want to make is that put in the one thing you do have control over is your mental exertion and your physical exertion. So put in your 10,000 hours. Get to an elite level at whatever it is. If it's real estate investing and you want to reach a certain financial status, put in your 10,000 hours, invest in yourself, do the work, and you will get there. You will get there much quicker, much more likely to get there than if you don't do that, setting aside talent or genetics or any of that, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. You have very little control over your genes, unless you take supplements, which I highly recommend. All right, so that's the tip I wanted to share with you today. I'll see you next time.